Hello, everybody. My name is Matt Curran, and I'm here with Amy. Amy, how are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Good. So we're here to talk about the Intersect Summit that's coming up, and you're going to be one of the main speakers for the Intersect Summit. And so I'm really excited about it. And this is a speaker highlight for that, just to let everybody get to know a little bit about you and a little bit about what you will be speaking about the day of the event. So why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Amy, and I'm the Executive Director of Drug Free America Foundation. We are a national nonprofit prevention group that works on prevention strategies and also policy work. So our goal is to lessen the amount of people that initiate into drug use, but also to promote sustained recovery.
Yeah. And that's so awesome. And we've just been having conversations about everything that's going on right now and how important your mission is, especially right now during this time, and having to look at creative ways and different ways that we can go about supporting everything that's happening in the U.S. and the world really right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about your topic that you're going to talk about that day. So tell everybody what the topic will be that you're going to discuss.
So we're going to be talking about how to do prevention work in a changing marijuana landscape. It's a pretty hot topic. We have so many states around the U.S. have changing marijuana policies. It's kind of really hard to keep up with at some point. And there's different levels of how those policies can change. But the bottom line is the science on the impact of marijuana, especially on our youth, doesn't change. So how, as preventionists, do we continue to do our work to make sure that we're lessening those negative impacts when we're living in a society that is promoting at a pretty high level the use of these addictive products.
Yeah, and it's not, it's not the normal marijuana anymore, right? It's marijuana is so different, and just the toxicity of what it is compared to what it used to be 20, 30 years ago to what it is now. I couldn't even keep up with what states it's legal, what states is not. I couldn't even start to tell you. I know some of them that are legal, but you can go from one state that's not legal and right into a state that's legal. So, there's got to be some crossover and just yeah, it's a tough situation. So what do you think about that?
Absolutely. I think one of the hardest parts is that, this is an industry and it's a very well funded industry. And with any kind of business, you have marketing and advertising. And while you don't really think about that when you're thinking about like a cupcake shop, but when you think about marketing and advertising, when it comes to a marijuana dispensary, and just the tactics they employ to try to bring people in, this is having a great impact on our youth. I mean, they could be using cartoon characters. The product isn't just this joint anymore. It could be an edible product, a soda pop, a lotion. It's really no holds bar when it comes to the different things that they're offering and how they're advertising it. So it really takes a community effort in figuring out how do we structure policies to make sure that they aren't doing these things that are making these products more accessible and available to our kids.
Yeah, you talk. That's a great point because you think about a gummy bear, right? A gummy bear is something that a kid or anybody can eat and love, but now you can get gummy bears with THC in it, and that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, and it's you have to think about the serving sizes. So I'm a candy junkie. Like I love candy, and at any time my office desk drawer is just it looks like a 7-Eleven in there. Like that's just my go-to thing. And if I had a package of gummy bears, the whole entire thing would be gone. I can't just eat one. I just so admire those people who open up a candy bar and just take one little chunk of it and leave the rest for the week. That's just not how I operate. And I under these marijuana laws, you can get this package of gummy bears, and on the package, there might be wording that says, a single serving is a gummy bear or a half a gummy bear. Well, who eats just one gummy bear? And then especially if you're a kid. And a lot of times we've seen accidental exposure where, adults have these products and they accidentally leave them on the counter or in the refrigerator, and the kid sees this, thing that looks like a common day candy or cookie or soda, And the next thing you know, they're in the emergency room because it's, the potency is just something that their little bodies can't handle.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. But it's so true. My wife is a ER nurse and she sees it. She sees it all the time. And she works a pediatric ER nurse. And so it does happen. I just, the changing landscape of what's going on, um, in the, pot farms and the growth of it, it's now a 100% complete industry, and I just think that it's a shame, and with the changing landscape of what's going on right now, people are turning more to drugs, more to alcohol because, they're out of their jobs. And like we were talking earlier, it's tougher to get people into rehab right now. All of the changing landscape of what's going on in the prevention world, it's getting more difficult right now. And that's something that we did not think about coming into this COVID-19, but it's having a huge, huge impact on the world.
Yes, it's really making us think outside the box when it comes to what our usual go-to prevention strategies were. And that's one of the things that, we've adapted very quickly as a field, I think. But at the same point, we're still lagging behind some. And, prevention just isn't about giving drug information out. It's making sure that basic needs are met. And, it's really hard to tell somebody to remain drug free if they're out of a job, if they don't have a home, if they don't know where their next meal is coming from. So a lot of our prevention work now is focusing on stepping back and saying, how can we meet these basic needs of the people in our community and also still meet our mission objectives? And so I think nationally, the prevention world is hit the ground running on it. But it's taking innovative events like this where we can come together virtually and share our information and share our strategies and learn from what each other is doing. That's really going to be the turning point of having us be successful.
Yeah, I think you're so right. I think this Intersect summit is so important because I think, it's bringing people together, people that are in the world of prevention, and let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's share our ideas because nobody has the market on great ideas, right? And that's one of the things I love about the world of prevention is everybody's in it to make a difference, really. And so we want to make a difference. We want to find great ideas that we can find work for everybody. Share those ideas, talk about it. Let's work together and come up with a positive result for as many people as we possibly can.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah, I don't want to give away too much because this event is September 17th. If you have not already registered, please register. Amy's going to be one of the key speakers. There's a quality panel on here that are bringing different thoughts, different ideas from all across the country. Amy, you're in Florida, right?
Yep, the
So
Sunshine State.
that's right, the Sunshine State. So this is all that, you're coming from Florida, Drug Free America, one of the largest nonprofits in the company, and you're going to be a big part of this Intersect. So that's the quality of people that Intersect is bringing in. I'm so excited to be able to help them host it, help them interview. I've interviewed Amy once before in another summit, and so I'm really looking forward to do it again. It's always a great time talking to you. So I'll give you a couple of closing words, if you don't mind, Amy, and then we'll just wrap this up and get ready for the summit.
Well, I'm super excited. Like I said, it takes these kind of events to bring us all together, especially in today's world. And, we talk about, being isolated, but really we are coming together socially through events like this. And I think that this is really going to help our field. And I'm so excited to be a part of this. And I look forward to seeing everybody on September 17th.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it.
Thanks.